Hey friends, PK Patel here from Midwest Corporate Credit, where funding your business is our business. Now, generally speaking, we don't do a lot of videos regarding credit on this channel as we are a business finance company. However, I found this topic to be important as personal credit is very integral in getting business financing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover the Experian Boost program. What is it? How can you benefit from it? The pros and cons of it, and how do you sign up for it? First of all, this is a huge breakthrough in credit reporting. Why? Because over the last several decades, you have never been able to report an account yourself as a consumer, and this is what the program allows you to do. Ever since credit reporting was developed, only creditors, banks, and credit unions are able to report information onto your credit report. So Experian is doing something completely counterintuitive. What they're going to do and what this program is they're going to let you as a consumer add on utility bills and mobile phone payment accounts. And what they're going to do is they're going to take that data and help you boost your FICO. When I was a kid, my parents advised me to never bounce a check because it'll ruin your credit score. When I grew up, I found out that this is a complete myth. The advice was great and good-natured. You should never bounce checks to begin with. However, the consequences that they thought would occur were completely false, because checking and savings account information is not actually reported on your credit report and does not factor into your FICO score. As curious as I was, that led me to my next question. How about paying your gas, electric, water, and cell phone bills on time? Does that help or hurt your credit? Well, the answer I found out later on is if you pay them on time, it does not help your credit. However, if you don't pay them and the utility provider decides to report you to the credit bureaus, it is definitely going to hurt your credit. So then I thought to myself, well, that's not really fair, is it? With the Experian Boost system, Experian is trying to level that playing field just a little bit to help out consumers. But whether it helps or hurts and whether it's beneficial for you is for you to determine. So what exactly is the Experian Boost system? Basically, it allows you to go on Experian.com and self-report your utility bills and your cell phone payments. How do you do this? Basically by connecting your online account of your utility provider with Experian.com or your cell phone provider with Experian.com. They'll mine all the data and they'll report that and calculate that into your FICO score. According to Experian, if you have on-time payments, it's going to increase your FICO score. However, if you've missed payments, they're going to completely leave that out of the equation. So what are some of the pros of linking your utility login credentials to Experian.com? Well, first of all, it's free. Second of all, there's a chance that it could increase your FICO score, especially if you have a thin or a new credit profile. It'll add some more trade lines at no additional cost, and you don't have to do anything in addition to just continue paying your bills. And lastly, you're completely in control, which means if you no longer want to participate in Experian Boost, all you have to do is go on the Experian Boost web portal and disconnect all your accounts. Now let's take a look at some of the drawbacks of doing this. First of all, you're going to have to provide your login credentials to all your utility providers to Experian.com. And I know it's not a big deal, however, everyone's a little data sensitive nowadays, and if you're one of those people, you may be a little uncomfortable or queasy when it comes to providing login credentials to a credit bureau. Next, even if you opt into Experian Boost, there's no guarantees that your score will actually increase. Any positive data that's actually mined from your utility providers is only going to benefit your Experian profile. It's not shared with TransUnion or Equifax. So, for example, let's say your score deserves to increase by 20 points. Only your Experian credit score is actually going to increase by 20 points. Your TransUnion and Equifax scores are still going to lag behind by 20 points. How do you sign up for Experian Boost? It's very simple. We're going to put a link in the description of this video. Simply visit that link, sign up for Boost, give them your login credentials to your utilities, and you could select the accounts that you want to include in Experian Boost and skip over the ones that you don't want to include. If you found this video valuable, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. For Midwest Corporate Credit, I'm PK Patel.